Hello. I'm sure you all recognise me. Yes. I'm the first at the scene of any crime. Yes, with the iconic hat, the cheeky drug problem. Always a concerned doctor at my side. Seems like I should have really died decades ago. That's right, it's me, Pete Doherty. No, I am, of course, Sherlock Holmes' great-great-grandson. London Holmes. So named because you can't afford me, and if you can, it means I'm probably full of heroin. There are actually quite a few Holmes descendants around. I actually have two sisters, Summer and Holiday. And then, of course, the youngest of the Holmes family, New Build. Very superficial man. He looks nice, but you've got to watch out for his leaky pipe. So I'm here to continue my great-great-grandfather's legacy of deduction, condescension, and chronic syphilis, because I want to teach you all how to be more effective detectives in your everyday lives, and that dick warts should be seen by a professional. For example, you, sir, what's your name and how many murders have you done? It's very important to ask. He may well slip up at this point.
Kavish and 17.
Ah, that is serial material. So, Kavish, you may know from my great-great-granddad Sherlock that we Holmeses can deduce everything about you in a single look. For example, I can tell from your hazy complexion and the blurry shapes of your body that I should have worn my glasses. How do I do it? Well, it's really not so much about seeing as it is observing. For example, I was recently at my lodgings with a Dr. Watson, Jr., and I saw him appearing to float out of the room. And I said to him, Watson, maybe you were right. Maybe we shouldn't have done all that ketamine at brunch. But you see, seeing isn't everything. And it really all became clear when I truly observed the coffin he was being carried out in. It turns out you can be buried in a K-hole. So I want to teach you about my deductive techniques by way of a recent example. For the other day, I was called into a truly grisly scene. It was horrible. A man in his early 30s, strung up, arms splayed, blood streaming from his palms and his feet, nailed to a couple of 2x4s. And what kind of sicko does that in a church? The vicar did inform me that this was, in fact, a sculpture. But you know what they say? No sculpture without fire. And they never did figure out who killed Jesus, did they? No, think about it. The greatest story never solved. The police, they're trying to bury it like some shit pottery you did at a hen do, but as a detective, you need to see the clues in plain sight. Like they say, WWJD. Who wanted Jesus dead? Did he die for our sins, or was he murdered for them? People talk a lot about God's will, and I agree with them. There would have been a hefty inheritance in that will. You know, and are you really trying to tell me that being nailed to a piece of wood is a natural cause of death? I know he was a carpenter, but still. No, it's like I always say, crucifixion is no happy accident. To a detective, that's a happy murder. But the feds, the fuzz, they don't want to hear about it. They say to me, that was 2,000 years ago. And what are you doing in my office? And the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is the basis of an entire Abrahamic monotheistic social cultural system of belief, ethics, and morality. You damn cunt. And to that I said, oh, well, how very convenient. Because I think I got a bit too close to the truth for the old boys in blue. They couldn't tell me, but I knew what had happened. I'd hit the nail on the hand. Holmes was under the hammer. Now, that's what I want you to take away about modern day detective work, because professional sleuthing just isn't what it was back in my great-great-grandfather's day. No. And not just because you can now get a cream for your itchy balls. No. It's because detectives these days are just far too concerned about offending people. Aren't they? Look, maybe I'm a bit old school and I don't want to get cancelled for this, but I really do feel like you can't sleuth anything anymore. No, honestly, take this away with you. Police constables have ruined an otherwise noble profession. It's PC's gone mad, it really is. I've been London Holmes, and do come and find me afterwards if you have any of the good stuff. Thank you very much.